Ready? 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 Hey! Ready? Set! Ready? Set! Look at it! Ready? 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 Set! Ready? 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 Set! Ready? Ready? Like Katie? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Set! Ready? Ready? Here we go. Set! Ready? Set! Ready? Set! Ready? 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 Set! Ready? 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 Set! Set! White headed. Ready? Here we go. Set! Ready? 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 Look at it! Here we go. Set! Ready? Ready? Look at it! Ready? 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 Set! Ready? 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 Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Set! Ready? Here we go. Set! Ready? Ready? Set! Ready? Ready? ready, ready. Set, ready. Set, set. Ready, set, 180, ready. Ready, right 88, ready. Set, ready. Ready, look at it. Ready. Ready, set, 180, ready. Set, ready. Ready. Just spread it out. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Here we go, set, ready. Here we go, set, ready. Set, ready, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Set, 180. Great, great. Ready. Here go, set, 180, ready. Ready, like 80. Set. Ready, 180. Gun, gun, gun. Ready. Here go, set, ready. Ready, set, ready. Ready, set, look at it. Here go, set, ready. Ready, white, ready. Here we go, here we go, ready. Here we go, set, ready, ready. Here we go, set, ready, ready. What do you? Ready? 180. What do you? Set. Like 80. What do you? Here we go. Set. 180. What do you? Here we go. What do you? Ready? Ready? What do you? Ready? Set. Here we go. Set. 180. What do you? Ready? What do you? Ready? 180. What do you? Here we go. Set. Look at it. What do you? Set. What do you? Here we go. Here we go. What do you? Here we go. Set. What do you? Here we go. Set. Ready, 88. Ready, 88. Set. 180. White 33. What do you? Ready? Set. 180. What do you? Ready? What do you? Set. What do you? Here we go. Set. Here we go. Set. 180. What do you? Ready? 180. What do you? Ready? Like 80. What do you? Here we go. Set. What do you? Ready? 180. Set. Ready? Ready? What do you? Set. What do you? What do you? What do you? Here we go. Here we go. Look at it. Here we go. Set. What is it? Here we go. Set. What is it? What is it? What is it? Ready? What? Ready? 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 What is it? Set. Set. 180. What is it? Here we go. Set. What is it? Ready? Ready? What is it? Ready? What is it? Here we go. Set. What is it? Ready? What is it? Ready? What is it? Set. Set. What is it? 180. What is it? Here we go. What is it? Here we go. Set. Like 80. What is it? Here we go. Set. Like 80. Set. 180. 180. What is it? Ready? Ready? What is it? Ready? What is it? What is it? Set. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Set. 180. What is it? Ready? What is it? Ready? What is it? Here we go. Set. 180. What is it? Ready? What is it? Ready? Set. What is it? Here we go. Set. Set. What is it? Here we go. Here we go. Set. Here we go. Set. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. 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 Fight. Look at it. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. 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 Ready.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions for the very first time, the Detroit Lions. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it has been a very long time coming, Charles, for these Jets, but they are back in the Super Bowl, their first appearance in the big game since that stunning Super Bowl III upset way back in January of '69.
Brandon, they'd lost 4 straight AFC Championship games until their win a couple of weeks ago, and remember, prior to that, they'd lost 2 in a row. Mark Sanchez was a quarterback at that time. That was about a decade ago. They lost one of those to the Colts, one of those to the Steelers. But now here they are, back in the big game. And, of course, who are we going to think of?
Joe Namath.
White Shoes. Joe Namath, guaranteeing victory over the Colts in Super Bowl III. Gets it done. And the AFL-NFL game, never the same. Pretty soon we were in a merger with the AFC and the NFC.
Meanwhile, it's probably a day that a lot of folks in the motor threw an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Let's go! Let's go! Ready, ready! 50, plant! 50, watch the roll, watch the roll!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one complete to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw, and that's complete to Sanders. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Newton on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
20.
To throw is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable. Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Ready to go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Recon, 132 fighter. 54 Mike.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out. And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And forget about finding a... He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, Haywood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On first down, it's Newton. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he finds Parker here, complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Come on, fellas.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop the throw. And he finds Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
50, plant, 6-6, bullet high.
He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Miles Sanders, incomplete. It's fourth down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. They're going to try and throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Newton now to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Edmonds again. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Edmonds, 36 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Obviously, the back did some great work, running a long way to score a touchdown. But how about the blocks that were set up? How about the vision and finding those openings and getting to the end zone?
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Lions. 61 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Keep putting that ball. 8. Mike 51.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Newton, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.